Understandably so. I am really excited to cast this game for you today. We are playing as the Malay on a 2v2 arena setting, and I have been really enjoying the full Karambit play on arena ever since Dukington introduced me to this strategy. I was like, is that even fun to try? And I tried one game and I was like, whoa. Highly recommend. You definitely won't win every single game with this strategy. It's not OP or anything in that nature, but it is very, very enjoyable to have 70, 80, 90 Karambit warriors streaming into your opponent's base. In addition to that, it's cool to me because they're super cheap, and I always just throw my units willy nilly. So if you lose a couple Karambit warriors, you don't feel too bad about it. Talking about feeling too bad about things, watch out for siege tower hops. Now, if I get siege tower hops, especially if there's a Sicilian on the opponent's side, I know what to do, but I'm letting my teammate know, and he says that he should be fine. Reason being is that he's going to go for 24 pop up as Portuguese to crank out organ guns. Lone Dragones, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but just poop lord things. We were talking, he was like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, full Karambits. He's like, what? That's cool. What should I go for? I'm like, I don't know, go whatever you want. And he's like, oh, I know. I'm going to go for full piano cannons. I personally really love organ guns. I think they're very strong in high numbers. I think they're relatively weak in low numbers. And I've seen some crazy strategies done on arena involving organ guns. I played a 4v4 with a bunch of clowns who, by the way, outclowned me by a long shot. But their strategy on their side was to have Cumans behind the Portuguese player. The Portuguese player goes for 28 pop double castle organ guns, and the Cuman player goes for a feudal shop and 2 TCs in feudal age, goes to castle age, gets capped ram, already has rams produced, and then they just ram rush with organ guns behind on their side, and that was very, very strong. I'll put a link of that game in the description for you guys to watch if you so choose. Alright, we gotta move on to the other civs, but there's one more thing I want to say about Portuguese. I think Portuguese are totally underappreciated in the regular meta. You never see Portuguese on Ariba on Arabia, except if you're playing with new Poner and you're trying to wall your opponent in or something stupid in that nature. So it always makes me happy to see that Portuguese has a place within arena gameplay. And with that, let's go to our opponents. So we do have a Sicilian, and I'm just gonna call this person Red. I'm saying that with my teeth on top of each other because, oof, I'm looking at that name and I have no idea. I'm sorry, guys. I have zero clue on how to pronounce that. I do know that red and pink, most likely, I know for sure, 90% sure, that they know it. 20%, 10%. Okay, I have no idea, but they are in the same clan, so there's some indication there that they might be in communication and actually have some sort of strategy with Sicilians and, surprisingly, Turks? Once again, I don't know how to pronounce this name. You guys can tell me in the comments below or whatever. I'm terrible with names. We're just going to call this individual Pink. So we have Sicilians from red and we have Turks from pink. And I'm going to speed this up because ain't nobody want to see a whole bunch of Dark Age. Now, blue has gone up, has reached that 24 pop. We opted for 28 pop ourselves. I think 28 pop is a very, very good number of population to go up with Malay, as Malay do go to the next age faster, 66%. So there's some other things that we do, like for example, we have slightly more on gold than we normally would have because we just age up so quickly. We pop out one villager and loom, and honestly, since you do have so much wood in the bank, especially if you send 4, there's no problem with creating 1 or 2 farms. But regardless, with 28 population, you should be able to get the food and gold required relatively easy. And we're not in a huge rush with Malay to immediately have a castle up at the beginning of Castle Age. We want to focus on our eco so that we can continuously produce Karambit warriors. We also want to get all of their upgrades because they are so weak in low numbers. But if we have all those upgrades and we have a high number of Karambit warriors, then we can really do some nasty, nasty things with them. People are starting to reach Castle Age at this time, and I was just thinking to myself, I really hope I'm not the one that gets siege tower hopped. So I made this little little pre-wall over here just in case, thinking of dropping the castle somewhere over here or over here. I forget where we actually dropped it in this game. It has been a succulent second for me. Blue is now up. look at how worried I am. I know the power of the Sicilian siege tower hop. I really do know. So I want to funnel him into this one spot where I'm going to construct my castle. And now I knew that I was completely safe. And talking about completely safe, it looks like Red wanted to go forward to drop that Sicilian castle. But Blue's already here with his own castle. Now, if Red was really, really fast, I do have to see what Red's resources are looking like. Oh, I was going to say, he could maybe even construct that castle faster than Blue could construct his castle. We have 7 villagers over here, and we have 8 villagers over here. Oh, I think that castle is going to be denied. Oh, but more villagers are coming over. Oh, shnikes. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's the power of Sicilians with their 100% bonus. This castle was started so much earlier than Red's castle, and it just got absolutely denied by simply 8 villagers. Although, with that being said, now at least the Portuguese player is safe at home. He is going to have to retreat and reestablish some sort of stronghold, I would assume. Now, the reason I'm not looking at my base is because we're just boom, boom, booming. We're just 2 TCs. Let's go. Let's have a good time. Oh, I forgot to switch to my perspective. Oh, F. Poop Lord, what are you doing? Why are you looking at this? Why? Why must you destroy my... This must be like the most unwanted house in all of Age of Empires. Hey mom, where do we live? Oh, we live in the forward house that's getting burned down by Castle's arrow fire. Why did we choose this house? Why didn't we live in our safe arena? Oh, I don't know, son. Your dad didn't make a lot of money with the job that he was doing. Very, very unfortunate for him. Castle from Castle from Pink defensively. He is cranking out Janissaries that you can see in the queue, and I wasn't feeling too bad because I knew that the push wasn't going to be coming yet. So we're just going to 3 TCs, 4 TCs, but you have to really play this based on what is happening. If you're not experiencing any forward pressure, there's no issue, in my opinion, with crazy boom. If you can out boom your opponent, which I think, yeah, we are absolutely doing. 52 villagers versus the closest, which is 39. It looks like new spot constructed. That is definitely going to go up. Oh, they're both clicking through. I think that castle is going to go up. Is that dungeon also going to go up? Oh, they both went up at basically the same time. What? Can you not shoot that dungeon because it's too close? I feel like you should be able to shoot that dungeon, no? It is going to be a little bit awkward to get those organ guns out. And the range on this is pretty big as well. It's such an awkward push from blue here. I thought for sure that he was going to construct that castle defensively. The interesting thing in this game is that actually it kind of turned out to be two 1v1s, a 1v1 on blue and red side, and a 1v1 on purple and my side. But now, oof, organ guns are out. I don't think they outrange a dungeon. 7 versus 8, yeah. So definitely still has to be careful in that regard. Organ gun, you don't want to lose your footing there. And now the push is a-coming. As soon as I saw that scout go down, I knew it was time to start cranking out Imperial Age. What? Poop? You need military. You need military to defend against this. That's quite a bit of Janissaries. Although that being said, we do have 2 layers of wall to protect us over here. Blue is trying to get through over here. Oh, actually going to take out that dungeon with organ guns. Purple is just playing the super long. Like, I was kind of like, what? Why is he not pushing? Allowing me to get A, my Karambit numbers up, and B, get every single upgrade we want. I mean, we're going to get elite Karambit. We're going to get the speed from the barracks. We're going to get arson. We're going to get absolutely everything. Now, the key here is in my wall off, I left 2 openings so that if I did get attacked in one of these spots, I could kind of loop half my army from one side and half my army from the other side to hopefully get some sort of a surround. Talking about organ guns, man. Organ guns, in my opinion, oh, as we're losing frames all over the place. Oh, and this is fun. Yeah, because if your teammate is actually making some progress, you can just run your duders forward. You can just run them forward and see what you can do with them. These organ guns denying this castle for the time being. And nice push from red. Definitely made up. Sorry, nice push from blue. Definitely made up all of those villagers that were sniped by red early on. And the Karambits are here as well. Now, I wasn't even looking at these Karambits, so they're just going to stupidly attack this house over and over and over. And this TC does almost nothing against organ guns. Look how long that takes to take them down. But now, oh, going for it, going for it. And the Karambits are here as well. I didn't even realize how many kills I got with these Karambit warriors. Ooh, that's quite a bit that we got. I'm pretty sure we just kind of throw these over here. Oh, we're actually microing these a little bit. I'm so proud. Already have a whole bunch of upgrades on them, still producing villagers so that we can basically just infinitely produce Karambit warriors. Gonna take out this TC. Is that the only TC from the Sicilian player? No, he does have another TC over here. Wait. Pink went for Lycav and is trying to get into Blue's base while we're showing up to construct a... Dag nabbit! I think we can't be too unhappy with this situation, especially since we're already at a super greedy boom. That these villagers got cleaned up, so it is what it is. I'm just letting know that there are some Lycav on the prowl over here, and that he should be careful if he does want to take his forward resources. A push is now finally amounting, but there's 2 castles over here. There's tons of Karambits. Can I click the Can I click? 34 Karambits. So this is what I was talking about earlier. So I'm looping these Karambits around to the left side while having Karambits spawning over here on the right side. Also, not the best job over here keeping this walkway empty. So the idea is that I can loop around from over here, put them in position, and then have a forward attack. So he's going to be focused forwards, and then I'm going to loop around backwards. He is getting through. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Karambits, how do you... Oh, these Janissaries have already spotted these Karambits. Getting that Hussar upgrade immediately. Not too worried about the Hussars, especially since I do have Karambits over here. And now it is the two-pronged attack. Karambits in the front, taking down that ram without any time. And these Janissaries are going to get completely surrounded. Oh, that's a very, very favorable engage. And I think he's missing a quick wall over here. So we're going to stop that castle in its tracks as well. Yes, we are. And now it's our turn to push with our hordes and hordes of Karambit warriors. Oh, what a satisfying cleanup against these Janissaries. Janissary is such a powerful unit. And, you know, I know that Hussar are actually a counter against Karambits, but if you have 60 Karambits against like 2 Hussar, it doesn't even matter. And with Arson, you can take down these siege workshops so dang quick. Oh cool, you're spawning Hussar? We're actually killing your Hussar before they ever have a chance to spawn. And Red's in some big doo-doo over here. He does have 2 towers, but TCs are getting denied left and right. Had to reconstruct this TC. He has this forward base over here. But a pretty solid push from the Portuguese player. And still just have 16 Karambits chilling over here. Nice cleanup overall with those knights. Now that the organ guns are in much lesser numbers, not that difficult to deal with. But this is really what cemented to me that this game should go to YouTube. Look at this beautiful horde of Karambits. It's honestly, it's like fire ants. I couldn't even control all of them because there's more than 60 over here. I have no idea how many. Look, I have to look over here. Okay, 60. Let's see, how many are there over here? 50, and then another whole bunches. Yeah, taking down the stables, taking down the houses. We don't want to be surprised from behind. No surprises from behind, please. So we are going to take out those stables just to be extra safe. And we're in no hurry. We're going to take down his production buildings. He's probably already invested a whole bunch. Oh, he didn't get elite Janissaries. That's interesting in itself. And if he does come to take this down, we have so many Karambits. Also, they melt buildings, man. They really do melt buildings if you have enough of them. And I was kind of thinking, like, you know what? Should I just, like once this goes down, obviously, should I just have them run into the... And we're going to hit pop cap. We're actually going to hit 200 pops. So now we're coming forward to construct additional castles. And yeah, that's a thing that's happening. The push from blue looks like it's kind of stalled over here. Actually, it looks like red tried to push forwards, but full helps to counter those knights. And I think, yeah, that's pretty decent as well. That's a thing that happened. So I'm just so focused on what's happening with the Karambit warriors that I'm kind of neglecting the Portuguese and Sicilian side. Like I said, it was kind of 2 1v1s, but I really wanted to show you guys how amazing I think Karambits are. So I'm choosing to focus on this side. Oh man, that's a lot of Janissaries though, but we're going to try and get the surround in on them. We're also just going to run into the eco. Don't worry about losing. This is so fun about Karambits. It doesn't matter if you lose 15 Karambits. It's fine. Just spread them out in the eco. Make things as tricky as you possibly can. And just murder absolutely everything. He should definitely be hitting the bell already, yeah. But even with hitting the bell, I knew that there was going to be areas that I could still hit economically. And this is the biggest problem right now. These 20-something Janissaries, and I think he's actually adding in hand cannoneers, but he's not going to have the production pretty soon. And we can actually take down TCs with the number of Karambits that we have. We're spawning right on the front, right in your face. That gold is now ours. We have 4 trebuchets behind us and just full Karambits. Pushing over here with Halb and Siege Ram is also a very, very good play. Does have sergeants, but definitely not enough sergeants to deal with all of these halberdier. Also now following this up with organ guns seems like a very, very good play to me. TCs are getting cleared up, but man, that is a bunch of hand cannoneers. Can Karambits push against this many hand cannoneers? Now, the big advantage here is that every hand cannoneer we kill, oh, look at these Karambits going for it. They're like, we can get in there. Every single one of these hand cannoneers that dies, he will not be able to reproduce. So even though this is not a favorable engage, if we can even kill 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 and whittle down their numbers, eventually we're going to be able to take down all of Purple's base. We just need to make sure that we are massing enough. And I don't know why there were some red villagers in there, and I don't know why there were some halberdiers over here, but they're just going to run to their death. Absolutely eating it against the last Viva la Resistance from Purple over here. And our numbers are actually somewhat dwindling. So you know what we decide? Why not just just do the same thing, basically. Just we're streaming them in. I wasn't sure if I was actually killing anything over here, but it looked like and that little group from behind, I actually did a whole bunch of work right there. I think we're killing hand cannoneers. We're definitely throwing like so many resources down the drain, but eventually, maybe, kind of, sort of, another castle up on the front, because I felt like we didn't quite have the production that was required. Red has been broken by the siege rams, regular rams, capped rams, and by the halbs, and hopefully we can clear up Purple before Blue comes over here. I really want to win this 1v1 against Turks, and I think Turks actually have the tools required to stop the Karambit warriors, but our eco was just so much stronger. These hand cannoneers and janissaries definitely should have been microed a little bit better as well. You can, hit and run, hit and run, hit and run, hit and run, hit and run kind of a thing. But man, it is tricky to deal with this many Karambit warriors just constantly streaming into your base. And the GG is indeed called. 4 castles from us continuously producing Karambits, and I'm sure that our KD is hella negative. Actually, that's not as negative as I thought it was going to be, because every single Karambit that dies counts as 1 unit loss, even though they only take up half a population space. So that's kind of interesting in itself. 393 units killed. That's an insane amount of units that Pink was able to kill in only a 50-minute game. But our eco was just so dang strong. Let's take a quick look at the the Karambits, man. The Karambits really add to the timeline. And I think Lone Dragons did a really, really good job on his side, handling the Sicilian player. Never really had any pressure at his side, other than that forward castle that was denied by Halbs. So, well played on his part as well. And remember, guys, just keep walking. Actually, you know what I want to see? I need to do some quick math over here. 172 divided by 2 is, so we took up 86 population space with our 172 Karambits. That's pretty cool. That also means that our villager high was like 114. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, math. It worked. Wow. Me and my teammate, we were in sync on this game. We knew exactly how far we needed to boom. 114 seemed like the perfect number to both of us. Just keep walking. Have a great day. Poop Lord, out.